Now there are two things that I don't understand about this gamepad. Why wired and why not wireless? Maybe it's the same, but we have to discuss that, of course. This is HyperX Clutch GLADIATE RGB gamepad wired that has a translucent body, as you can see, and it does look cool. I mean, in terms of the feel, it's really nice and slick when we're talking about the translucent body and how you can see the PCB board, you can see the lights, because you do have 6 lights here that you can adjust to your liking. And that's not all, because it's designed for Xbox to use it directly, and you have 2 main connections, loads of buttons on both sides, back and front. And well, the design is something quite interesting and really appealing. So let's break it down with specifications first, so you know what we're going to talk about. Because this gamepad is, I had maybe seen one or maybe two if we count the one that I saw like 15-20 years ago. So this gamepad is officially licensed by Xbox. It has full body customizable RGB lighting. You can choose from 3 different lighting patterns and 7 different colors. You have dual rumble motors, impulse triggers at the back, dual trigger locks, 2 programmable rear buttons, 3.5mm stereo jack, and USB-C connection. Finally, and nice, that's really appreciated when we're talking about connectivity. And you can easily share your highlights with the buttons here on front. Now, you can configure the rear buttons to actions like thumbstick clicks, so you'll have faster access to them, giving you extra, let's say, possibility for a better competition while you're gaming. And when we're talking about the cable, you have a detachable cable, USB-C to USB-A, and I do have to say it's quite long. It's not flexible, which would be more appreciated when you're gaming on the console and you want to have a flexible cable, but it's rubberized. As you can see, it's quite a long cable. I do have to say, I don't know, I think it's maybe 2-3 meters or something like that, but regardless of that, you do have it, and it's quite nice. Type-C, after all, easy to connect at the back, and that's it. Now also you can store onboard profiles, comfortable shape without a doubt, and it's really nice feel. As I already say, it's a slick design, so it's not that slippery, but when you do tend to get sweaty a bit after longer periods of gaming, you don't have any grips, so it might be something that you should consider. It has a HyperX logo right here near the 3.5mm jack, and here at the back is the USB Type-C. I would say quite standard design. There's nothing in particularly too different when we take into consideration the shape and the design. It's really comfortable, I do have to say, and I do actually like it a lot when we're talking about the shape. And when you place your hands on it, it's really nice. Now I'm quite curious about the lights, and we do have to check out the lights and see how it works. Okay, so I just plugged it in. Immediately it starts with the red color, and as you can see, this is the cable and how it looks. Let me just see. Yeah, here we go. So this is the cable and how it looks. You should flatten it out a bit just to get more, not a flexibility, because you can't get too much flexibility out of this cable, even though if you straighten it out, but just to get more straight cable, so you have a direct, let's say, access or a straight cable towards your console or PC or whatever. So the Xbox button, when you're connected to the PC, when you press it, it turns on all that FPS counters and all the other stuff, if you want to check it out. Now for the programmable button, since we don't have a software to back it up, and this gives it much more easier, let's say more convenience to connect it to Xbox, to program the buttons at the back P2 and P3, hold P1 and release when power LED is slowly flashing. Now, while the power LED is flashing at that rate, press one of the following buttons. So you have A, B, X, Y, D-pad, L3, R3, LT, RT, LB, and RB. While the power LED is flashing rapidly, press either P2 or P3 to assign your selected buttons. Then clear the P2 or P3, which is basically used for profiles, so you could store up to 2 profiles. So the trigger locks, you move the sliders simply to position 1 to unlock full trigger motion, or back to 2 to get the default one. When we're talking about the RGB lights, you have the P1s, you have to press it twice, and then the D-pad starts to act like adjustment for the RGB lights. So press left or right on the D-pad to switch lighting profile, so cycle, solid and breathing. press up or down on the D-pad to adjust the brightness. So you can pump up the brightness to the maximum, or you could lower it down. The B button is for the color switch. For the color and speed, you press X or B to change the LED's color. So you have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, pink and purple. So solid and breathing. And press A or Y to change the LED speed to cycle or for the cycle or breathing. When you're done with the setup, you press the P1 button at the back again twice. And then you get the middle indication LED. It stops slowly flashing and turns into a solid white LED. That's it. When you're editing your buttons on the go with the Clutch GLADIATE RGB gamepad, the LED, the power LED actually, is the indication that gives you some idea if you're editing something in your profiles when you're programming your buttons or when you're adjusting your lights. So it's quite simple, as you can see, and I'll show it to you right now. Press P1 twice, and then the middle LED starts blinking, and then you can do wonders with the lights. But it's all up to you. This gamepad, and I won't lie, is something a love-hate gamepad, I would say. Why is it so? Because first of all, as I already stated at the beginning of the video, why wired gamepad when we have all those wireless ones? And the second one, why not wireless? First of all, why not wireless? Because we have RGB lights. And why wired? Because we have RGB lights. First of all, the lights will definitely drain the battery much quicker, and this is the reason for both of those questions. Even though I do prefer wired connection on peripherals when we're talking about the additional lighting effects, specifically on this one, when we have the RGB lights, and if you have a translucent case on the gamepad, it's quite logical basically to have a translucent body, right? Or at least what I would prefer, and this would look quite cool, if the gamepad wasn't this gloss translucent body. If it was some sort of a matte finish, but still somewhat translucent, which would give a nice effect because these 6 LEDs are quite visible. Yet again, it will shine evenly throughout the whole gamepad, and yet the only downside, you won't be seeing the PCB. So this is the thing, it's all up to you guys. If you like this kind of gamepad where you can see literally everything and the lights shine back at you, you can adjust the lights, you can program all the buttons with 2 profile sets, which is also cool, you're going to get it, right? But if you're not into a translucent body, RGB and wired connection, you're definitely not going to stick to it. So it's, as I stated, it's all up to you guys for your personal preferences. So guys, yeah, I mean, I kind of like it. It is something different definitely on the market, and quite interesting. The quality is there. I can't deny that. The see-through body looks outstanding and it feels outstanding. The buttons have a quite nice click, and yeah, without a doubt, this is really nice, especially the buttons here at the back that you can adjust. Really cool, guys. And yeah, that's it. It was a more like a overview, but with my personal opinion and what I think about it, to give you some idea what you could expect from the HyperX Clutch GLADIATE RGB. Unfortunately, I can't game too much because I almost broke my thumb, so this is the reason that you don't have gameplay in this video. So yeah, if this is something that you're interested, I'll place the links in the description so you can check it out. And that'll be all for today. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and click the notification bell for future content coming quite shortly. Thanks for watching, see you soon, bye bye.